So first I'll just show you what I've been doing with the models. So I improved the resolution on it. I upped a little bit of the graphics. I added some post-processing to it. And then I'm mounting it to a VR rig right now. So here's this. I'm going to turn it on right away. So right now I'm actually just viewing from a camera in the front of you. So it's not 100%, but it's pretty close. Like, it's got full range. So because it's only using 3 sources for data, it's got the hands and then the head, obviously. It also has the finger detectors and the face avatar, but I haven't got that worked out yet. I'm doing it all myself too. I'm only using public resource tools so far. I didn't want to purchase any assets or anything if I could just program it myself, because I'd rather, that's the whole point, is to, program. The hands look a little messed up too, and that's just because I used a different bone structure, because I'm doing some testing, obviously. I'm in the middle of testing, but I can show you from the side too. He's got some tilt going on in his neck. So the cool part of this rig is that I also worked out the existing rigs. So this is using a proper humanoid rig that the IK system can track. But okay, I'll even show you from the headset. Let's see here. Oh, there's my hands. Oh, I gotta look down further for you guys, because I'm wearing an actual headset. There we go. So some parts kind of glitchy a little bit, because it's actually an associated mesh. It's not the same mesh, so it's trying to render its own IK at the same time. I think I might have to merge those. But even the finger tips are separate. So yeah, I think it's just gagging on the amount of models it's trying to load at the same time. But, yeah. Other than that, I also have the animation model. So this one is capable of using the existing Warcraft rendering animations too. But in order to do that, it has to use their own generic rig, and the generic rig is not as fun to work with because it uses a different kind of compass system. Oh, I didn't program one into this. Give me a second. I just gotta add a camera. Here we go. Now we're in front. I just gotta go 180. There we go. And I'm gonna add them to a different output. Okay, here we go. There you go. So yet again, same rig. Well, not same rig, same mesh, but different rig algorithms. So now this rig, you can see it doesn't work with the eyes so much. It does have some IK movement, and it's just awkward because of the way that I loaded it. You can see I loaded it fine here. And the fingers are kind of busted, but that's because it's trying to work with an existing rig set, so I actually have to set this to a standard pose, so like the bones will be sticking out the bottom of the hands, and the hands will end up looking straight forward. That's because, like I said, the rig method is completely different. So, but I can phase between the two doing this, and that way you can incorporate animations if you want to. But obviously I'm not going to put this on any kind of public media stream or anything like that, because that would be against rights and stuff, and we don't need to get into that kind of stuff. I'll probably program my own models when it comes to my games. But it's a very nice resource, and obviously programming with my favorite game in the universe, really, really fun, right? So anyway, as for my programming, I've been working on a poker game. I know I was going to work on the Faded game, but I got to start somewhere first. So I figured working on my own VR poker game could be a pretty juicy choice right now, especially with the whole COVID thing going on, right? A whole bunch of people staying at home with nothing better to do, and you give them a full, you can be inside the casino experience. So this one, basically I'm programming all the guts, and then I'm adding the player inputs afterwards. But for the immediate moment, it works. I can still show you some things. everything should be in order. So the first thing that happens is you go to the table, you access the table if there's enough seats available. As you can see, I actually have animation rigs already working out. I'm using animation, or what's called an avatar mask, that limits the ability of the animation file to send animation data to specific bone regions. So basically I made him from the waist down turned off. I can actually swap it out for a different animation, and I can also include, I was thinking like if I was to do HTC Vive motions, then you have the foot targets, and then you could like kick out your feet from underneath and stuff, which would be kind of funny. But anyway, I'm rambling on. The first program that I have is actually a seat generator, so I'm just going to run the characters through their seat arrangements. It gives people 3 options, like a priority system, and then files them into their seats. It's a little polite because if people want the same seat, then it just doesn't give it to anyone and it gets sent to the random pool, and if someone doesn't get any choices that they wanted, then they pull a seat from the random pool, so there's a chance that you're going to get the seat that you want. But yeah, if more than one person wants it, nobody gets it. Okay, so everyone sits. I'm actually going to move the camera a little bit. Oh yeah, I have the animation turned on still too. So in this case, I don't actually have the rig set up in this, so I'm using different test environments for everything. So you can see my hands are just floating right here. But for the purpose of the animation, this will work properly, or work just fine. I'm actually going to switch it over to the VR mode, so you're going to see I'm sitting inside of the meeting right now. I got one face sitting next to me, and then the card dealer over here. My arm's kind of in the way because I got an animation. You know what? I'll turn the animation off. No, it just glitched it out. That's not good. Okay, maybe if I want to turn off its repeater. There we go. Looping. There we go. Now he's just sitting there. Okay. So yeah, so he's just sitting there, but everyone else is still doing their thing. And now I'm going to show you this program. I'm going to put the headset on for this. I can draw cards. So first I got a shuffling algorithm. And there goes the cards. Yeah, I still have to work out the rotations on that, but that's, yeah, check that out. So obviously the deck is going to end up in the dealer's hands and the cards will fly in, but look at the numbers on the cards, right? Now watch this. The other cool part is no one can see each other's cards because of the way that I have the parameters for the card set up right now. It's just a Leopardine. But I mean, people who are playing, that's not what they're going to see. They're going to see, oh my god, the card's coming towards my hand. I need to grab it. Right? And it's based on a time scale, so no matter if you go to pick it up. But yeah, cards always change. I got a bunch of other things already programmed into it, but like I said, I'm kind of a meats and potatoes programmer, so I like to stick to the really rough stuff first and then work my way through into the easier details, like the input implementation is pretty freaking easy. I got some pretty complicated things going on in this program so far that took a while to program, but yeah.